What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more Idle Heroes news for, well, it's June 1st, 2023. Yeah, we got a decent event, actually, it looks like this week. There's chances for you to get some sublimation chests, especially if you have some Aurora Stars saved up, or a jigsaw puzzle saved in Fantasy Factory, and you might be using some profit orbs. We'll have to figure out a little bit later how to get each one of those checkpoints once the event is broken down a little bit more. We'll get that. It just didn't post anything on the English translation, so we'll go over those events, and then later today we have some really cool information because we have the June preview coming up, so stay tuned for that. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of these news videos. Let's jump right into it. Okay, new update. Have no clue why Elena is on here whatsoever as the splash screen, but hey, it is what it is. This part really doesn't hold much water nowadays. We are getting 1 profit orb and 5 of those lollipops for Fantasy Factory this week. We also have the Heroic Miracle with a really good reward at the end, Vulcan. I mean, that's good even if you're not building the hero. It's good for just, soul awakenings and stuff. But of course, you're going to want to do all of the light and dark and the 4 factions because that is going to give you an additional, 8 plus 6 is 14. Yeah, there we go. 14 more of those lollipops to get more progression. And that's going to be kind of important this week because there is going to be an event tied to using your honey stars and your aurora stars as well as profit orbs. And in profit orbs, yeah, I guess we get the regular Elena in here and Ashia. So we're getting some Transcendence Hero copies. As part of the rewards, you're getting 5 soul symbols per loop. And you can do a maximum of, I believe, 8 loops? Or is it 9 loops? Hold on. 640 divided by 80 is 8 loops. Yeah, there's 8 on this one. It's 9 wishing points. So yeah, 8 possible loops that you can do. Total of 640 profit orbs. And of course, we have the normal Fantasy Factory here as well. So get your rewards that you need. You might want to, double up on these Aurora Stars. Get the Aurora Stars, spend the Aurora Stars this week. It just depends on how many rewards you're going to get. And there is a Dragon's Treasure event. So this is going to be every time you feed the dragon some meat, you're going to be able to get some bonus rewards. Those are going to include some building materials for Viking Island as well. So the Viking Island event is returning on top of all this. But honestly, some of these rewards are good. Getting additional lollipops this week, kind of pretty solid. And yeah, here's the Viking Adventure. So this is essentially for every point you get, you can progress down further. The bonus card unlocks the right column. The regular columns are that. It does mean you have to get up to 300 points to get to here. Now, last time we had this, it was kind of difficult to do it with just profit orbs because I think you can only get a maximum of 200 points from profit orbs and you need to get the other 100 from your honey and aurora stars from Fantasy Factory. So again, we'll have to break this down a little bit later today. But I mean, pay to win artifact should be very easy to get if you're trying to. You are getting a few more of these lollipops along the way and some profit orbs, the 5 stars as well, so it's okay. And then as you go down this list, of course, there's more options. 600 is the first time you see half of a core pop in here, which is not that great. 600 is most definitely got to be completely pay to win. Like I cannot imagine really getting past 300, maybe 450 at the very most if you have a ton of Aurora stars saved up. And then of course, as you go down the list, more sublimation or core, sublimation, double sublimation or full core. And then yeah, you can see how this goes. Really the right column, the special pack this week's really just for people who are going to be spending anyway, going for those soul awakening session events where you need tons of heroes. But like overall, the hope here is that we can get a free sublimation chest. That's going to be the goal right there. And like I said, we do have Viking Island coming back, and the second version of Viking Island, this is the better one. This is the one you want to go for. As much as these things can be okay, the rewards really aren't even that great either. So the first part of this Viking Island is for your Celestial Island. So that's your main one that has all the galleries, all your mines, all that stuff. Usually I say stay away from this unless you just have some leftovers. You want to focus on Cloud Island Viking Island pieces because these are going to give you 5 more levels per node for each one that has a blueprint. So that's really good. And then I think if you get all of them, you get this 10-star puppet. Whatever. It's not like a 10-star pub is anything great. And it does have some things like master toolboxes, a festival skin chest. So there are some really good things to go after here that might be worthwhile. There's the Longbeard store as well. So if you have duplicates that you just don't need anymore of the main island, so these are the Celestial Island ones, of course, the ones that are like the galleries, the mines, the furnace, the gems, all those things. If you do have duplicates, you can turn them into Cloud Island resources, which again is not too bad. So if for some reason you do have some leftovers and you have to go for some things over here, try to snipe some good rewards out of it. And then if you already have it unlocked, then you can just turn them into more Cloud Island resources. And as you guys know, it's like the one place we are constantly upgrading is Cloud Island, getting more and more locations done. We're almost up to our like 4th hero, fully 105. At least the 4 main ones. We don't really care about the auras so much, but yeah, this is something very, very interesting to talk about this week. There is the Legend Pack. This is where you get a bunch of those tribute meats, so 120 right off the bat. This has to be a $100 pack. I can't see it being anything cheaper than that. I wonder if it was actually posted how much it's going to be. It is, dun, 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 activity pack is not going to show it for me. Cool. I would imagine it's $100 though. These are getting 2 times the rewards. You're getting the smash function, and you're getting those extra Transcendence Hero chests, which, you know, they're not all that amazing, but at least they're useful to some people. And of course, we have more tributes and more lollipops in the value packages. This is definitely not an event to go all in on, and it's definitely not an event that you really have to spend any gems on per se, unless you're going to be spending gems on the Fantasy Factory. Now, you might want to still spend those solid gems, but we're like 2 weeks away from the anniversary event, so trying to save as many resources as possible is going to be the good thing. I will say it seems safe. You seem safe to be able to use your Prophet Orbs. It doesn't look like Prophet Orbs at all will be part of the anniversary event, kind of like what we assumed. It's going to be a Heroic Scroll event with a new hero and possibly a new Transcendence hero at the same time. I don't know. We'll have to see. We do have a little bit of a spoiler later today coming up on that as well, so that's something you guys can stay tuned for. But this might be a good one to go for some Prophet Orbs. We're going to have to break it down. Like I said, last time what happened was you could essentially get like a maximum of 200 points, but that was literally using like 600 Prophet Orbs. That's a big investment for what you've got saved up. And then on top of that, you still needed a ton of Aurora Stars, which I think it was like, or Aurora and Honey Star. I think it was like for every 3 stars, you got a point or somewhere in that ballpark. I don't think there was a ceiling to that one. But again, my memory might be a little short on that. So not too bad, especially since this part of Viking Island is coming back as well. So we'll have to see if it's actually worth doing. But at first glance, it's a nice little special event that doesn't need you to really spend a bunch on. I mean, if you just got some saved resources, you might come away with some cool stuff. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. We'll break this event down a little bit more, tell you guys how to get that sublimation chest a little bit later today. And I'll see you guys next time.